Are you hungry? Because if so, you're in the right place. Today we're making Smörgåstårta, which is Swedish for sandwich cake.
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Yes, you heard right. Sandwich cake or smorgastarta in Swedish. It's a very classical thing in Sweden, especially for like bigger birthday parties, baptisms, funerals. You see sandwich cake in a lot of these, funerals, not a festivity, but gatherings. And I'm doing a kind of fish and seafood one. But before we look into the ingredients that we need, if you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, please do me the huge favor and hit that subscribe button and check the bell icon so that you get a notification every Tuesday when a new episode is out. But now let's look at the board. So this is our toast bread. Now I'm going to make individual sandwich cakes, like smaller ones. Normally you get like a big cake, but I'm making individual ones. And for you, I will make one, so I need 2 slices of toast. But the rest of the ingredients is enough for probably 5 of these individual ones, because I'm going to have them later tonight with the family. And for that, I have 500 grams of shrimp, unpeeled shrimp. They look like this when they come. And then you just need to take the head off and de-shell the body. And these are fresh from Sweden. They arrived yesterday in Switzerland. Were bought yesterday morning at the fish market in Gothenburg. So those are our shrimp. I already pre-peeled them. We need some Bleak Roe. It's about 180 grams. We're not going to need all of it for our 4 to 5 individual cakes. We need some lemon, some salt, some dill, some shallots, or you can use red onions if you want. Red onions is more the classical thing to use, but I'm using shallots. I'm using ricotta. In Sweden, you would probably see most recipes with Philadelphia cheese, so cream cheese, but I like to do it with ricotta. We have some smoked salmon. There's 4 slices of it. We have some KewPie Mayo, and we have some white pepper. Before we can start mixing everything together, we need to do a little bit of prep. We need to cut the salmon, cut the shallots, and chop the dill. So let's start with that. I'm not going to bore you with this. I just wanted to show you half of one, because we want to cut it quite fine. I realize I need to sharpen my knife again. But this is the size we want afterwards. So chop your shallots like that, or your red onions. And I'll see you once we're done with that. And once you're done, just put it all in a bowl like this. Now for our dill, we're actually not going to use the stem, so you need to pick off all of this and then chop it up. I mean, I won't bore you with it. Keep a couple of these tops. We're going to use them to decorate with. So do that to your dill, chop it up. You're going to need maybe, half of what I have here. And next up, we'll prep the salmon. So I'll see you in a second. Now for salmon, our 4 slices, I'm just going to put them on top of each other. And then we're going to cut them first like this. I would say 3 millimeters about. You don't have to be too precise with it. It's just a nice kind of size to eat afterwards when it's all in the mix. Because we're obviously gonna mix the ricotta with the mayonnaise. So, and now, if you don't want to turn them all around, you can just go over them like this to get kind of salmon cubes. And that's it. Next up, we need to just whisk through our ricotta. So I'll see you once I set up the whisk and everything. I have a ricotta. Now get your whisk. I'm not going to film this because it's going to be a bit loud, but I'll see you once it whisks through. Basically, you just want to aerate it and make it a little bit smoother. Now, the KewPie. It's about 4 parts ricotta to 1 part KewPie. I haven't weighed it. The ricotta was 150 grams. So we're going to need 3 to 1. Did I say 3 to 1? We're going to need about 50 grams of mayo. That should do it. And now we can already put in our other stuff. So in goes the salmon. In goes our dill, the one we chopped. In goes part of our shallots. A bit of white pepper. Pinch of salt. You don't need too much because obviously everything is salty. The salmon is salty, the shrimps are salty, but a little bit of salt is needed. Need a bit of lemon juice. I would say a good tablespoon. And our Bleak Roe, again, I would probably 4 tablespoons. About half of our shrimp. Now, I love to have them whole, but if you want, you can chop them up a bit. The rest of the shrimp we're going to use to decorate with. So now it's time to fold this all into the ricotta. Mix it well. And now let's give it a try to see if we need a bit more salt and a bit more pepper. And maybe lemon juice. It is pretty perfect. Maybe a twat bit more lemon juice. See if there's still some left in this lemon. Yeah. I would say that's probably another teaspoon. Mix that in. And a last try. Fantastic. Now we need to prep the bread. Obviously you can make the Swedish sandwich cake in any shape or form that you want. I'm going to make round ones. So we just position it over the toast and press down gently. Now this would be even better with like a homemade chocopan. This is bought toast. It's a nice bought toast, but it's not as nice as homemade. If you want to make the bread yourself as well, I have a perfect recipe for chocopan. It's up there. So this you can chop up, dry it, perfect breadcrumbs. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push out and leave one in there. Well, actually, let's take both out and let's oil this a bit with a neutral oil. So we oiled it. I don't know if you can see. We put back one of our bread slices. Now you could put salted butter on this. I would say probably they would in Sweden, but I'm not in Sweden, so I'm not putting salted on there. We have enough creamy and richness from the filling. So we'll just leave it like this. And now it's time to fill this. 2 generous spoonfuls should be enough. And this is perfect to prepare in advance. If you have guests, you can put it in the fridge. Just take it out a little bit before. And you have a great starter. Now our second bread goes on top. I'm sorry if my cap is in the way. I'll try to keep my head out of the way. Press down gently. And that's basically it. Now we're going to decorate it nicely on top. But before that, we'll actually do that straight on the plate. So I will change this around so that this is standing on a plate. You just take it like this. It can carry easily. And I'll see you in a second. So it's on our plate. Now what I like to do is just to add a little bit of kind of just the sauce without the shrimps in it. I'm going to try to spread this out on the top one. There you go. Now we're going to need some of our shrimp. Oops. They're more or less all the same size. So we'll just put them around in a circle. Like that. And now for our bleak roe, we'll try to make a little bleak roe egg and put that in the middle. A little bit of shallots on that, and some dill on top, not on the side. There we are. But before we do the big reveal, I hope it doesn't go like that. But before that, if you stuck with it this far, there must have been something you enjoyed about this episode. So do me the huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. It's just down there, takes you a second, but it's so valuable for me, so please help me with that. And now for the reveal. I'm gonna need to press down a little bit. That's okay, we have the shrimp to press on. Ta-da! Our Swedish shrimp cake. Let's try it out. Now, did I just say shrimp cake? Obviously, sandwich cake. It's with shrimps, but it's a sandwich cake. Smörgåstårta. Now let's dig in. This is not going to look so nice, so savor it now. This is incredible. And yes, again, not a low-calorie dish, but you need to cheat sometimes, you know. Go one day extra in the gym or walk another 10,000 steps. This is worth it. So nice, salty. It's a taste of the ocean, but there's still a bit of acidity there from the lemon, obviously. Creaminess. There's a bit of structure there from the bread. Putting butter on the bread on this dish would have been too much. It's almost too much as it is, but just almost. For me, this is perfection. Now in Sweden, sometimes you would find these things with ham and like pate in it as well, but I prefer this kind of seafood version. You also see a lot just with the salmon. What you see also a lot if you Google it is like they put cucumber around it to decorate the edges. I like it when you make these individual sandwich cakes. I like that you can kind of see the layers. That's why I didn't put cucumber around it. But feel free, do whatever you want. This is just kind of a guidance and to show you that you don't have to be afraid of anything like this. Just go for it. Everyone can do it. Now, obviously not a lot of people can get fresh shrimps like I did, but what you could probably find are the shrimps in like a salt brine. They come in like plastic small buckets. Just buy them. Let them drip off, let them kind of dry off. Taste them. If they're really salty from the brine, maybe just rinse them quickly in cold water. But that's a good alternative to the fresh one. It obviously doesn't beat the fresh shrimp, but that works as well. Thank you very much for today. If you have any questions about the dish, just leave them in the comments below. I always answer them. And like I said at the beginning, if you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button and check the bell icon to get a notification. But that's it for today. Take care. Bye-bye.